Hi, I'm Caroline.
And I'm Leah.
And this is Happiness and Champagne.
We got to have a little sip
You
of
have
our
to
water.
drink. So, do you remember when we went to Myrtle Beach with the witches
In October
in October of a couple of years ago?
2022.
It's been a while. And we happened to be with a bunch of college friends, and we ended up at this party that happened to be for witches. So that became the theme of our night. And one of our good friends, Janet, said, "The next full moon, you need to put your intentions out there." And what did you do?
So let me tell you, not only has it worked for me, but I've passed this on to a family member. I'm not going to share her story, but let me share my story. So it was full moon, and you're supposed to put moon water out, and you write a letter. And so I wrote this letter. And I wrote this letter about what I was looking for. Previously I talked about riding horses. So I grew up riding. And I put this letter out saying I wanted somebody who was interested in horses, somebody that played hockey or was into hockey, because I love the Washington Capitals. And what else did I say? Someone that I forget what else. Those were the two major things. So lo and behold, I'm on the dating site, and this is the first time I paid for a dating site. Now I'm moving up, thinking I'm going to get something a little bit different here. So this guy reaches out to me. Not only does he have a horse, but he's a farrier. And not only is he into hockey, but he played hockey.
And still played hockey because he was in like some sort of team
So I'm like, this is my guy. So moving forward, I meet him. Everything's great. We have a great...
But wait, your very first date, you invited me to come join you for a drink. And you're like, oh my God, this guy. And I look at him and everything. But right away, I tell you, I'm not sure about his eyes. There's something that makes me think he might have a temper. And that was my feedback. He seems nice, but there's something. And you're like, you were blind in love, boo, boo, boo. And then...
And boo, 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 boo. I started staying at his place. I'd work from his... It was a cute little cabin, cottage house on a farm. Beautiful farm. And, it would snow. I'd get the four-wheeler and go skidding around and have fun. However, it was infested with mice. Did I ever tell you that?
I think you did. When it even in the spoon, the
silverware.
Oh.
It was in every drawer. One of the drawers I opened up had a house, a little mouse house. So I started to clean things up and bleach things down and kind of overlook the obvious. And unfortunately,
it is a cabin out in the country, so mice happen.
And it was winter.
Yeah, it was winter. Yeah. But
okay, is this normal? You set up 5 mouse traps, and every day you're catching 5 mice.
Ugh, poor little mice.
Is that
I'm an animal lover, so
well, no, I get that, but I don't want to be chewing on a little nugget, and I'm eating my cereal. So moving forward, I'm just thinking, I don't know. So I decide to sit down. He gets a new job, and I'm moving forward in this relationship.
You were. You went on a little trip. Because traveling's important.
We went to Nashville.
Yes.
Had a great time.
You had a great time.
So I do, this. I always have said to you, it's important when I meet someone to go on a little, holiday, because then you really learn a lot about somebody.
You learn so much because when you travel, things happen.
And he was absolute gentleman. I mean, he had my back when a certain situation came up that I was kind of getting into mischief. Well, actually, I'll tell you the story. So a friend of mine lives in Texas, and she sees that I'm in Nashville. And she's like, Leah, you've got to go into Luke Bryant's bar. I know the bass player, his band is playing tonight. So I'm like, wait, what? So we walk up to the bar, and the bouncer says to me, you're not welcome here. And I looked at him, and I'm like, what do you mean I'm not welcome here? He goes, we just kicked you out. And I'm like,
I remember that.
No, you didn't kick me out. I just got here. And he spoke on my behalf, and he's like, no, wait, we just got here. And so he challenged the bouncer in a nice way. And the other bouncer came over and looked at me, and he goes, yeah, that's not the one. So we rolled into the Luke Bryant bar, and I bought a shot for the bass player. And, it was really kind of a cool connection. But so moving forward, we did the bourbon tour, and we get home, and we decide that we're going to give it a shot and move in together.
It was fast. Faster than I like. Dr.
Like
Caroline doesn't like that.
like a locomotive.
Yeah, that's
Woo!
her. She's like a speed demon. And it was way too fast, but she was convinced. I was like, I don't know, those eyes.
So, Caroline,
Okay.
so I punch the numbers. I do the math. All I'm looking for is someone to meet me halfway. I'm not looking for someone to take care of me financially. I'm not looking for someone to take care of financially. I'm okay where I am. So we sit down, and he just started a new job, and he had 2 dogs. Remember, the dogs were
I
chewing up my
do.
couch, and they broke the
And your floor
sliding
was
door,
ruined.
and the crate was up against the windowsill, and it ruined. So it was just a laundry list of things. But and they were peeing all over the place. I just was overlooking all of this stuff. So it came down to one night, you and I were actually going out to dinner, and he was there, and I looked at him, and you would have thought, I know, go ahead, give me your P's and Q's. You would have thought I would have asked this question prior to him moving in.
Probably.
So I said, what is it that you're looking for in this relationship? Do you remember what he said?
Someone to take care of me, right? Isn't that what he said?
So, verbatim. Someone to take care of me as I grow old.
Which,
Well,
okay.
we want that. I
Yeah.
want someone,
Yeah.
to take care of me too, not, like give me coffee in bed like you get. That's what I'm talking about. And then someone to take care of me. No, someone to feed me well. And I eat
Okay.
really well. I mean,
Yes.
you look at my refrigerator, I've got goat's yogurt and Brussels sprouts and broccoli. And I mean, I eat really healthy, pumpkin seeds. And, you don't see processed foods in my house. So cool. I got that one down pat. This was the bomb.com when he said to me, and someone to take care of me financially for the rest of my life. And I was baffled. I looked at my watch. Do I dare say what came out of my mouth?
Go ahead.
I said, you need to pack your shit and get out of my house. And he's like, what?
She was brutal. You were brutal.
Well, because I'm not looking to take on a project.
No, I know. But I think by then he had already done a couple things that you were starting to get the red flags. And it's all about getting the red flags or what we overlook. Because older we are, it seems like we put up with a lot more or we put up with a lot less, but maybe we're looking for love so desperately because we're older.
Like she knows what she's talking
I know.
about. She's in love with her husband. This is Caroline. This is what I deal with you.
I know.
You're like Dr.
Caroline.
But I do respect your your opinions, or I wouldn't be sitting here with you right now.
I know.
Spilling my
and I
guts.
always mean it comes from the heart.
It does.
And of course, there are many times that you put me in my place and go, you don't know what you're talking about because you're not living this life. Yes, that's true. But I am sort of.
Do I say it in a nice way? Or
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because
You're
I don't
nice.
want to be that friend. Like
No. Well, sometimes. Sometimes we have to be frank with each other. Right?
So that was another relationship that I went through. There was pros and there were cons.
And you learned?
And
Sort of.
Well, wait, time out.
Okay.
Have I made the same mistake twice?
Maybe the Speedy Gonzalez part of it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's getting the attention from a guy that actually really wants your attention back and then you start to change for him.
So
That's
I'm a
not the term.
chameleon.
Yeah.
I've always been a chameleon. I
Yes.
can blend in with anybody,
I
anywhere,
know,
anyhow.
but
But
let's
it's a
not
red flag.
squash.
You're saying it's a red flag.
It's a red flag.
10-4. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, buddy.
And so I think the next guy might have been,
oh, for sheet's sakes.
yes, I think it might have been next. Was it? It seems like it was.
Okay, well, we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
All right. So back on the dating site. So this one moves out and we part ways, obviously, because I can't afford to take on 2 people.
No.
Just FYI, I can't take care of you,
No,
Caroline.
I know.
I take care of you. So moving forward. Okay, so yeah, back on the dating site, I meet someone. He's Cuban. And so, talking about maybe going back to Cuba because that's when we were allowed to travel back. But instead, we decided to go to Vegas. I like to go on holiday with people. So
Yes.
I wanted to go to the iHeart Music concert. And I brought it up. I said, okay, I think I'd only been seeing him for like 3 weeks. It was really fresh. But it was all about, I have someone to travel with. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a travel companion because I love to travel. So he says, you buy the tickets to the show and I'll pay for everything else. So I did. I bought the 2-night show tickets and we go off to Vegas. I had COVID, didn't know it. So I'm at the show and there's this mother and her daughter sitting in front of us. And I was up dancing and they're like, come down and sit with us and hang out with us. So I did. And then as we left the concert, we were headed to the hotel and I got sick. And then, so we go to the hotel and obviously nothing happened. I had COVID. So we flew home. So fast forward a week or two. Now I'm visiting him at his house. And we're getting ready to go out to a winery. Okay, folks, brace yourself for this. Because I was stunned. He comes out of the closet dressed up in a Bumblebee costume. And he's flapping around the room like an insect, if you want to say. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, so happy and proud. I'm in my Bumblebee costume. And I said, excuse me, do me a favor. Please go back in that closet. Take that off and never wear that again. You've got some splaining to do, Lucy.
I think that he was trying to be funny.
It really wigged me out.
Yeah.
So then shortly thereafter, I started to get stalked by his girlfriend.
Yes.
And this is where obviously another red flag, but in my opinion, when you've got that triangle, that love triangle, someone ends up either missing.
But you didn't even know there was a triangle yet.
Oh, not at all.
No,
So
not
it
at all.
really took me by surprise.
Mhm.
And to end this one, I called him and I said, so do you know
So-and-so?
Daisy Lou, Jane Smith? And he says, yes, she's really nice. And I said, she is. Can we talk tonight? And he said, well, I'm busy tonight, but we can talk tomorrow. So this was the first chance I had to legit ghost someone. So ghosted him, didn't ever talk to him again. I mean, it really wigged me out. It really made me feel kind of like...
Well, let's go back because the girl reached out and said, oh, he took me to that same place. And she sent you a picture of her and him. And you took the same picture with him when you were at that vacation spot. Wasn't it the same place in Florida?
Negative. You're mixing up another guy I dated. It was at that same spot, but with somebody different.
Yes.
That was the next one. And then I went to the Keys.
Oh, yes. Well, I get them all mixed up.
Well, I'm done.
Because she's looking for love.
Yes.
And that's why we want the audience to help us.
Absolutely.
Help you find love. It's just not easy, Leah. I don't envy you at all.
Well, thank you, Caroline. I'm so glad that you're not in my footsteps. So to be honest, like 9 years later, I don't know. I think I have a lot to offer someone. I just haven't found the right person.
Exactly. And it's how do you find that person? Where do you go? Do you have advice? What do we need to do? Because I'm going to be right there rooting for you. But of course, I'm going to put them under my microscope at the same time.
So I have to say, I do love you to pieces because when we do go out and if there's a cute guy at the bar, you've got nothing to lose.
No.
Because you're married and plus you're sporting your wedding ring and you just go up and say, hey, come meet my friend. So
I do, especially if they're cute. But that's a good story.
Which one? How many times?
All of them. Right?
Yeah. No, I love you to pieces, and I appreciate you, helping me.
And trying to make you see the light sometimes, because I think you get caught up in the emotions of
Yes.
the love of love.
Yes.
We want to love. And so sometimes we're in love with of love and not in love with the right person.
Yes.
And I think that's the mistakes that have been made through time, and you've learned a lot, especially we don't have a lot of time, right, Leah?
Well, I always say I could literally do stand-up comedy with some of these stories, and not in a bad way. I mean,
We could, but
it,
we won't go there.
it would be bad if I kept repeating the same mistakes over and over. I mean,
Yeah.
in each relationship, I've learned, I've gained. I mean, there's been positive, there's been pros and cons.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't had anything really horrific.
No, but you have been brokenhearted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's always hard when you're trying to pick up the pieces from a divorce. And thinking about my mother, so when my father died, and after she got through the couple of years, she started to put herself out there, and I don't know, I can't even, was she 70 something? And she started going dancing, and she was asked out constantly, and it was amazing how many people actually are looking for love, and because she put herself out there. And I don't think you should ever stop if you're ready for it. Of course, some people aren't ready after a death of a spouse, but she was ready. And I learned from her that it works. If you put yourself out there and you're open to it, sort of like your moon water, it can always work for you. And again, we'll talk more about this on our next episode of Happiness and Champagne.
And looking
For
for
looking for love for Leah. Looking for true love.
cheers, buddy.
Cheers.